right, fellas, welcome back to Random City Sports Ballers. This is my favorite. This is my winners league for 2025. And I'm going to say it again. I've never won a winners league. I really want to win a winners league. I mean, that's been a goal of mine for what now? 5 years since I got my first place trophy. So, here we go. I got third pick in this winners league, and there's only 10 teams, so that's going to change a lot about how this draft looks compared to others. There's only 10 teams, fellas. So, I don't know why they changed that to 10. Why isn't it still 12? But hey, maybe they got tired of people trying to use it for some kind of practice draft instead of paying attention to it. I don't know. But yeah, there's only 10 in it, and that's sad for me. All right, so I'm sitting here. We're looking at, I could take Aaron Judge. I could take Jose Ramirez, Elly De La Cruz, Gunnar Henderson. But there is that cliff at third base, fellas. Where third base just kind of falls off. Let's take a look at third base again. You got Guerrero. You got Devers, Riley, Machado, Chisholm. So there are options. You know what? I'm going to just go with Aaron Judge because let's do this. Let's party. Maybe he'll get me another 140 RBIs again. Without Juan Soto, maybe not, but you know what? He's still Aaron Judge. Just having Judge on your team, you can count on 45 home runs minimum. And that is a part of my philosophy. So home runs and RBIs, we'll get that army of pitchers, and we'll be doing just fine, fellas. All right, so first was Ohtani, then Bobby Witt. I took Judge. And then I have no clue how the rest of this draft is going to go. Nary a clue. And there went Ramirez, which should happen. Elly De La Cruz. You going after stolen bases, De La Cruz is definitely going to get a lot, but Ramirez is probably, he was one home run away from a 40/40 season last year. 40 home runs, 40 RBIs, but he only got 39 home runs. That's an impressive season. Gunnar Henderson with the number 6 pick. Mookie Betts, number 7. Multi-position eligibility helps Mookie Betts for a lot of folks. I don't know. Last season, if you had him, it didn't help. Number 8 is Juan Soto. A fine pick by all rights. Kyle Tucker, number 9. And number 10 and 11 is Carroll. PD Steelheads with the back-to-back pick. Took Carroll first. And I'm going to say Guerrero. Nope, he took Tatis. My feelings on Tatis, since he got that suspension for performance-enhancing drugs, he has not been the same, so I avoid him. Paul Skeens, number 12, first pitcher off the board. Francisco Lindor. I suppose I'll look down here and see who's coming up. And I like several of these players. There goes Julio Rodriguez. Playing in Seattle sure does prohibit people from getting a lot of home runs, though, doesn't it? The batting numbers just go down. They just go down. Vlad Guerrero, 15th. And all the way down here, I got so long until I have to actually make moves on some of the third base and whatnot. Yordan Alvarez, number 16. And there goes Tariq Skubal. So what do I do here? What to do? I mean, there's a possibility of Freeman or Harper, Duran, Acuna. I'm not taking because both legs came out from under him. So I suppose I'm going to go ahead and... Well, I don't want a pitcher just yet. If I'm taking a first baseman... Let's just do it again with Matt Olson. This is my third Matt Olson, but it's a winner's league, so basically a free league. I'm not hurting myself in any way by doing that one. Probably going to end up with Ketel Marte. I don't know what after. Let's see. Zach Wheeler went with the 19th pick. All right. I don't know about this 10-team league stuff. It just seems so weird to drop the number from 12 to 10. Here we are, though. That's the rules. Them's the rules. Play by the rules. So Zach Wheeler. About consistency over the years, huh? All right, Churio went with number 20. Excuse me a sec. Pardon me. Ahem. Spring is coming soon. Phew. Because I'm getting these sneezes that just pop in out of nowhere. Congested a little bit. Not great, not terrible, though. I mean, it's just allergies, I'm sure of it. And Bryce Harper, Freddie Freeman hanging out for a little extra time. Trey Turner goes with 22, and Bryce Harper finally went with 22. And, excuse me. Well, let's go ahead and Kettle Marte that. First base, second base, and outfield. Lots of room left, but great home runs so far, great RBIs so far. Looking at being able to, well, I mean, I could work for some more stolen bases. You've seen I've been able to pull that off. Acuna went with 24. Acuna. Freddie Freeman finally goes with number 25. I don't think I've been in any leagues with any of these folks. But to be in a winner's league, you just have to have won any league. It can be a free league, it can be a pay league, $5 all the way up to $500,000. You just, whatever you've won, you get to be in a winner's league. All right, after Freeman went Duran and Merrill. And 10 picks till it comes back to me. Austin Riley. I don't have any Austin Riley this year. Rafael Devers. And the PD Steelheads with their back-to-back picks again. What's it going to be? Manny Machado. Manny. That's a fine pickup there. What else does he want then? I don't know. I'm not really that invested in some of these other teams here because there's so few teams. I just got to build the team I want. There goes Logan Gilbert and Chris Sale. I just got to build the team I want. And that means I'm going to get power in an army of pitchers still. Probably get a little more power than I normally do. I mean, I don't see any of this as a bad thing. Pete Alonso and Perfect Pitch J. Perfect Pitch J. He takes Jose Altuve. We've got a few. I'm looking at auto draft on this, and this Perfect Game fella is also auto draft. So the auto draft took Corbin Burns, and the second auto draft is going to take. Why is it taking so long? It's usually okay. Ozzie Albies. And there went Chisholm. Okay, we're looking. Well, I could start the pitchers here, but I want to take a fourth bat, so I'm going to take Schwarber, sew up some of that power. Still got 4 great power hitters. If I look here, this home runs is at 160, averaging 40 apiece this year according to the projections. That would be awesome if they each get 40 home runs. Dylan Cease. What else? So we've got 3 actually. 3 auto drafts. The one after another. Already it's just Garrett Cole with the number 40 pick. It's just it's already a different thing, but now I got 3 auto drafts in here too. Crap. But, hey, at least we know what auto drafts are going to do. They're taking the next name on the board. That's just how they operate. And this could be a good spot to go ahead and take a picture. I could start. Oh, Crochet goes with that pick. Not really a whole lot of bats that I need to take at this point. So I could take a picture. This might be one of those odd times when I take, look at this, a closer. Look at that in round 5. Violates so much of what I do, but you know what? All my teams look different. All of them look a little different. And Clase, I mean, that's a darn fine one if he keeps doing what he's done. That's just an amazing talent right here. Did you see his ERA and WHIP last year? It's nuts. He just shuts everybody out. Now, he doesn't exactly get a strikeout per inning, but he shuts you down. Devin Williams went with number 44. And we're at the auto drafts. There goes one, DeGrom. Here goes Blake Snell, and there goes Cole Ragans. Blake Snell, Q. And the auto drafts, they always wait 10 seconds so that it gives everybody more time so it's not just flying through. And here goes Cole Ragans. Oh, and PD Steelheads is an auto draft as well. So we got 4 auto drafts. Ugh. I literally hate auto drafters. I mean, I feel bad for them because the team you end up with is normally not great. Normally not great at all. And Edwin Diaz with 49. And now here goes Michael Harris and Michael King. 2-1. Harris! 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michael King! Auto drafts. Here we got the Braves. Braves. Brett Rooker. Yeah, there's not a lot of power left. I get it. Go for some power with Rooker. Then here comes George Kirby. So we'll see now. Hader, Abrams, and Yamamoto go. Hader. Abrams will be next. Yeah, auto draft, man. It is just I hate when I've had auto drafted teams. I hate it. You look at the finished product and you just go, what? What am I going to do with this? And there goes Yamamoto. Now, Teoscar Hernandez is going to be quite tempting right here. Quite tempting. Yeah, went Miller. All right, so Teoscar Hernandez is going to be my guy. Thank you very much. And after 6 picks, I have 5 bats, 1 reliever, and maybe we'll start on the starting pitchers here in a few. Let's see what the starting pitchers are that are left. They're all pretty great, some of them. You got Valdez and Webb and Nola, Imanaga, Glasnow, Castillo, Ober, Schwellenbach, Peralta. Look at all these. These are some great names out here. Marcelo Zuna. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and take a pitcher. I think I want Valdez. You know, I think his ratios are just better than what Pablo Lopez is going to do. If you compare the two, Lopez is going to get right around 200 strikeouts on right around the same amount of innings, right? But 408 and 119. Valdez is going to be less than 1 strikeout per inning, but much better ratios. There goes James Wood. So among those two, boy, we can wait for some of these to come back. Actually, some of them aren't coming back because of those. There will be 8 picks that are auto draft picks. So after me, we can count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players being gone. There goes Langford. And O'Neill Cruz. So, do I want Lopez with the extra strikeouts? Do I want Valdez? Do I want to be all crazy and take another closer? Because he'll be gone. Aaron Nola and Shota Imanaga might get back to me. Helsley could. Oh, there's Vientos for third base, too. All right, so we are going to take Valdez. Get those good ratios. Not great on strikeouts, but good ratios. There goes Christian Walker after that. And here comes our auto picks. 1, 2, 3. Hug. Royce Lewis is first. Pablo Lopez next. Marcus Semien after that. Yep. Marcus Semien in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Marcus Semien. Wait, Naylor? Auto draft went out of order. Well, that's weird. That's just plain weird. But when you take a look here, it's just, Iglesias, Shucky Darns. It's a fine pick there. And the Braves took Ryan Helsley. That guy could throw some freaking fire out there. Keith thinks that he's an injury risk, but he thinks everyone's an injury risk. So, well, anyone who's ever been injured, he feels they have a risk. That's a lot of players to ignore for that sake, but that's the way he drafts, and he's had some success. So there goes Willy Adames and Aaron Nola. A little early for Adames for my taste, but Santander. One starter, one reliever, and 5 bats. Interessant. Maybe I'd go grab Vientos on this one. Maybe I'd grab Vientos. Imanaga after Webb, and then Adley Rushman. What are you auto drafts doing? That's bizarre. You're not supposed to know that you should take different players. You're supposed to do things horribly. Be more horrible. All right, Glasnow. So I think I'll go ahead and take Vientos. Now I've got my first, second, third, 3 outfielders. I need a shortstop. I need a catcher. And I need to fill in pitchers and, of course, some utility. Andre Munoz went after that. The Crackheads. Who you taking, fellas? The Crackheads. Back-to-back picks. I'll be taking a pitcher on this one. Maybe I take the chance on Schwellenbach. But, I mean, we know Bibby. I know what he's going to do, and I like it. Bautista, first year back from a major surgery, fellas. I can't do it. Castillo, we know what he looked like last year. Bailey Ober, a little bit of a down year. Peralta, not bad at all. Grayson Rodriguez. I don't draft Grayson Rodriguez. We'll see if he improves. And so anyways, after Vientos went Munoz, and now Brenton Doyle. Brenton Doyle. Securing those outfielders. Because I got the class of the outfielders. I got some great ones. Judge, Schwarber, Hernandez. Come on, fellas. Infield, Olsen, Marte, Vientos. Come on, fellas. Come on. I feel pretty good about this so far. Need a lot of pitchers, though. A lot of pitchers to come up. I admire the folks who are taking the chance on Caminero. I admire that. Excuse me. Sneezies. Sonny Gray, Cody Bellinger being drafted too high for my taste. There goes Castillo. Fried is not exactly a home run guy. I like Hunter Brown. Talk all the trash you want about Hunter Brown. I don't hate him. Although I like Joe Ryan. All right, so Bautista went with that. We'll take Tanner Bibby. He's a proven commodity. Schwellenbach, I don't know enough about him. I just don't. It's just... he's on Atlanta, so he'll get wins. He's got excellent defensive support. He's got great run support. There went Westberg, 84th. And here comes our 3. Back-to-back-to-back auto drafts. Schwellenbach. But yeah, given what's coming up, I do like Sonny Gray. Fried is cool, but I've already got a guy who's not getting me a whole lot of strikeouts. Good ratios, though. Joe Ryan, Hunter Brown, Hunter Green. Sasaki, I don't have enough information about him. And then, there's Steele. See, coming up later, I got some more I can take. But what do we do with this pick here specifically? It's got to be a pitcher because the bats aren't exciting to me. I mean, we got Bregman. Bregman will be fine. But I got Vientos, who's going to be slightly better. Probably. Arozarena, Cal Raleigh is going to be waited on for... Actually, he's going to go to an auto draft. That's the thing about the auto draft. There is no waiting on some of these players. If you want them, you got to grab them before the auto drafts do. I hate that about auto drafting. Peralta. And Rodriguez. But yeah, I hate that about the auto drafting because you know that it's not that someone's taking a chance or anything. They're just taking whoever's next. Salvador Perez, 92nd pick overall. Matt McLean. And here should go Butler, Duran, and Gallen. Should. Butler. Yep. Here we'll go Duran. I don't know. I haven't looked at the team they're building, but yep, there goes Duran. And here goes Gallen. And go. Okay, so coming back to me could be Sonny Gray, which is big strikeout potential. Yeah, I think it'll be Sonny Gray. I do like him. I do. But Bryce Miller, come on. Bryce Miller's got great ratios too. I mean, you're pitching in Seattle. Whenever you're pitching at home, you got an automatic advantage. But when you look at the away stats for Seattle pitchers, every single one of them has worse stats away than they do at home. It's a product of their home park. Sonny Gray, lots of strikeouts. Maybe brings that ERA back down. I know that's what the projections are saying. The ERA will come back down. All right, Sonny Gray it is. Give me my strikeouts, fellas. And we've only got 4 picks until it's back to me. There goes Ryan Walker. I got the Hunter Brown, Hunter Green. Lots of bats right here. Is it too early to take another pitcher? No, I could take another pitcher and be pretty darn happy about it. Couldn't I? I would. Jack Flaherty, he's going to go right at where he's supposed to here. Okay, Bregman after Steer and Bryce Miller. So, if I want the catcher with the power, I've got to take him now, right? Them's the rules. I don't make them, I just follow them. Will that allow... That allows Justin Steele to come back to me. So let's secure power at catcher. Boom. We got the power at catcher. That's doing pretty good. Still need a shortstop. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that. We thinking I could do Pena again. I could do Ezequiel Tovar. Yeah, Ezequiel Tovar comes up here. Let's cue him. That'll be the only person we cue right now. And Jake Berger last year did just fine, didn't he? I mean, nothing spectacular in the runs department. RBIs are okay. But 29 home runs, 250 batting average is just okay. So, there goes Hunter Brown. It was Caminero, Suzuki, and then Hunter Brown. And, okay, Joe Ryan. Tanner Scott. Then what? It'll be Rosarena and Pasquantino. Why not? Do your auto draft thing, auto draft. Rosarena. I have no Arozarena. Someone offered him to me in a trade, and it was a bad trade. It was like Arozarena for one of my top 4 bats, and it was like, no, I'm not doing that. Not playing that game, fellers. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And I'm still not drafting Mike Trout. I see him right there with the 98.5 average draft position. I'm not touching that. I'm sorry. There goes Diaz, catcher and first base, eligible. And Ian Happ. A little early for Happ, but he's going to be a fine player. Oh, yeah, he's probably understanding that the auto drafts are just going to take pop, pop, pop. There goes Sasaki. Oh, Cupcake's over here getting a drink of water. Riley Green. And Casas. And next on the list of shortstops is Bo Bichette. I'm not in love with you, Bo Bichette. You had a really down year. Living on that name still, I suppose. Spencer Strider. Okay, I'm going to take Tovar. Drafted my shortstop now. I've got most of my bats complete. Just need utilities, which means I need to go grab some more pitchers. So with this next one, I think it'll be Justin Steele. I like Justin Steele. Let him get back to me, fellas. Flaherty's going to go way too early. Brian Woo's going to... There goes Suarez. Will he keep the job? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. It's like Martinez in Arizona. Will he keep the job? We don't know. You know, these are questionable guys to take. That's why I very seldom will take one of them without taking the guy who might succeed them. You know, because if you've got Suarez, you're going to want Adam. If you've got Martinez, you're going to want Puck. It's spelled P-U-K, and I always want to say Puke. But there's no way that he's gone through life named Puke. Is that true? I don't know. All right, so Justin Steele, another starting pitcher with, good potential for a good year. Did fine last year. All right, so we can expect that these first 8 will not get back to me. So let's take a look down here. Senga. You know, if he can repeat what he did for 5 innings last year, yay. Carlos Rodon, Jack Flaherty, Brian Woo. We got McClanahan and Jared Jones. McGill's a fine one. Fairbanks, Kikuchi, Diaz, Robbie Ray. That's some strikeouts. Lots of pitchers left. Okay. All right, so it was Yelich, Contreras, and Volpe. Yep. And I think I've talked to you about who one of my favorite sleepers this year is, Christopher Morel. Playing in Tampa. And Tampa is moving to the Yankees practice facility, which has the dimensions of Yankee Stadium, so it's batter friendly. Should be a fine year for all the Tampa Bay hitters at home. If they've got a little bit of power, now they got a little more power, basically. So when you look at them, I wonder if you can separate them by. No, they used to let you separate some of these by team, or maybe that's on the main page. But I was going to take a look at, like McClanahan, though. It's no longer a pitcher's park, so there's going to be some suffering there. Fairbanks, now he's not exactly prone to. Okay, Fairbanks is fine at best. I mean, he's fine. Does he keep the job? Again, we don't know who's keeping what jobs at the closers. So maybe I'll look at Hoffman and get a second one here. Let's cue him up. Because McGill just went. There goes Flaherty. Before the auto drafts could get to him. So why don't you guys take Garcia, Terang, and Pete Crow Armstrong? Real Muto. And Garcia. And it'll be Terang. Rang, Ida Rang. And Crow Armstrong. So it comes down to, that's interesting. Terang stayed. But they have to build a team based on what they've got to build. Pete Crow Armstrong going into the outfield, so his bats are completely complete. So who you taking? Jeffrey Speeds. So the crackheads are on auto draft now. Damn it. More and more auto drafts just keep popping up. All right. Well, let's Hoffman this. There. We got a Hoffman. We'll get another pitcher here with our next one. None of the bats are really jumping out at me that I have to take them, considering I have options later for my utility positions and my bench bat. I've actually filled in everything but utility. So to take a starting pitcher, I think I would take Wu. It's between Wu and Rodon, I would say. McClanahan, who's coming back to pitch again. Jared Jones, fine first half, trash second half. Maybe he can turn that around a little. There goes Wu. Dang it. Does he get Adolis Garcia and then Nimmo? What you think? Okay, Senga with his first pick. And then Rodon. Damn it! He must have queued him up or something. No, well, I don't know. Kikuchi, no. Ray Ohtani. Ohtani's not back until at least May. And then he'll be on an innings limit. So what do you do with that knowledge? Gosman on a down year last year. There's Lugo, Fott, Bednar, Sanchez, Kirby Yates. Okay. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna go We're going to go... All right. I do love Reynaldo Lopez, so I'm going to take that. There. Now we've got 5 starting pitchers, 2 closers, all bats except utility. And from here, it's just a matter of just ride it out, finish up the team. A couple utilities, Christopher Morel late. There goes Jared Jones and McClanahan. I mean, we still, you know how much I like Blanco, right? Here, let's look at the starting pitchers. Still have Ohtani, Alcantara, Gausman, Lugo, Fett, Manea, Sanchez, who I like, Gill, Eovaldi, Eflin, who Keith likes a lot, Pepio, Tanner Houck, Arrighetti, Bernal Blanco, Lodolo, Pivetta, Baz. Okay, so Fairbanks, Yates, and then Horner. All right. So I'm going to queue, and if he gets back to me, maybe I do take Ohtani. Excuse me. And who else do I like? I like Sanchez. There went Horner, Kikuchi, and Diaz. And then Dominguez. I like Lewis Gill. Eflin had a fine year for... He doesn't get the strikeouts. Pepio, Clark Schmidt, Tanner Houck. It was a good year for him last year. You know, low on strikeouts, but you can wait on Houck for a while. Okay, let's look at closers. Presley, Bednar, Jansen. Oh, okay. There goes, there went Estevez, Bohm, and Robbie Ray. Yeah, Ohtani is the pitcher, so I did have him queued up, but he wasn't getting back to me. And let's go back to all players. Nobody here jumping off the board and saying, take me. Hum-be-da-dum-dum. Excuse me. Let's look back at relief pitchers again. Presley, does he have the job? I don't know if he has the job. Does he have the job? He probably has the job. Let's take another closer and secure that. And then we can look back at starting pitchers in a second, because I think both of these guys will be available to me in the next one. After that was Luis Arias. And Langoliers. Come on, crackheads, finish up this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bednar. Went with Bednar. You know, he's going to get the saves. Hopefully he can figure out how to pitch again. Like I said, no one here jumps out at me that you have to take these guys. There were no Hoppy. So, Alcantara coming back from the injury. I don't know. That, to me, is a serious injury risk. That's an injury risk. All right, Lewis Gill or Christopher Sanchez. I like Sanchez a lot, and Gill had a kind of rough second half, but good strikeouts compared to Sanchez. So I'm going to take Gill just to mix it up. Boom, he's my starting pitcher 6. 3 closers. Need to fill in these utility bats here soon. We've only got 6 picks left. 6 picks left, 3 bats, 3 pitchers. Let's just look at it by batters. I like Tyler O'Neill as one of them. That would be awesome. I don't hate Taylor Ward. Rhys Hoskins is a fine bench guy. Max Muncy is still out here. Max Muncy is still out here because he was injured last year. He missed a lot. You know, if he was on your team, you understand. Paredes, you know, being in Houston ought to be good for him, right? Houston's always good for people. Kerry Carpenter, Toglia. Not going to take Solar. He's on the back half of his career. And there's Colt Keith and Moreno. And all right. Who's it going to be for my team, though? Tyler O'Neill. Possibly Taylor Ward. Rhys Hoskins, can cue him as a possibility. It's hard to trust, but I could look at Paredes. Kerry Carpenter. And now we just got to find Morel. Castellanos, Goldschmidt, and Lugo just went. And there goes Erceg. There goes Stott. Colt Keith, I don't hate the idea of taking. Alright, what am I missing here? There's De Los Santos. Is there a reason I don't see Morel here? Okay, I need to search for Morel. I would hate it if he's gone. Christopher Morel. There you are. There, he's queued up now. Let's close that out. Go to all players. And we're back into looking for who we're taking. So, Sanchez will be next. Really going to have quite a staff here on these starting pitchers, fellas. You don't want too many closers. I had a team last year. I had 6 closers. Oh, what? That was too many. It was too many. I was suffering in other categories that I could have improved on. If I had had 4, it would have been perfect. 3 is pretty good. 4 is right in that. When you get above 4 closers, boy, are you're just losing. You're losing. Because you're sacrificing your extra wins and strikeouts to get more saves. And at a certain point, you've dominated saves. You got diminishing returns after a certain point. You know, there's a certain level of dominance that why go beyond that? You know what? I'm going to Rasmussen. Wow. He's actually been waiting a lot longer to get around. Tyler O'Neill is still there. I'll probably take him with my next pick. And then we still have Morel and potentially Hoskins. I could still squeeze in a Zach Eflin. Tanner Houck. Let's bring this up by starting pitchers. And we'll get Blanco up there. And that's basically all the pitchers I should be looking at, too. Well, I'll put Eflin up there just for fun. So, back to all players. There goes Jason Foley. Gonna get you saves. Gonna get you saves. And there went Manea. So, O'Neill coming onto my team. Thank you. Appreciate that. More power to ya, my friend. More power. Whoa. Jackson Holiday. And here comes the auto drafts. Pleep, pleep, pleep. I can't believe we got 5 auto drafts now. Gross. Nimmo. So Holiday Nimmo and what? Mason Wynn, probably. Mason Wynn. What do you think? Lane Thomas? Mm-hmm. And Lane Thomas. Okay, big boys, let's go. Took Puck. I'm just going to call him Puck. Yeah, just going to call him Puck. Reminds me of that character from, what was it, a Shakespeare play? So, AJ Puck. Zach Neto. And back-to-back auto picks. Dansby Swanson. Oh, wow, take Jeremy Pena. That'd be hilarious. You get Swanson and Pena. That'll crack me up. Oh, I'm sorry. Max Muncy. Jason Adam. And Crackhead's left, but he's been on auto pick. Okay, so is he in and out or something? Is he washing the dishes or something? I don't know. And went low. Tampa Bay outfielder. Look, numbers are going to get better. They're hitting basically in Yankee Stadium for a home stadium. There goes Diaz, Tampa Bay's first baseman. Again, we're back to they're hitting in Yankee Stadium. Stevenson. Okay, Jeffrey Speedsters. Who's got them? Okay, take Andre Jimenez and get those stolen bases. You created a team called Speedsters, so do it. Sorry, a little cough there. I'm telling you, allergy season's going to come earlier and earlier every year, isn't it? Jeffrey Speedster's left, but dude, it's your pick. You're on auto draft now? And he took Wells. I'll take Eflin. Yeah, I'll take Eflin. No, well, I don't know. Blanco is pretty darn good, isn't he? So is Houck. I'm going to take Blanco. Come on, Blanco. Join my team, fella. And what else we got left at bats here that could pull off a whole different... Okay, I like Carpenter, man, I do. But I've got my guys queued up. Okay, I don't need to queue anybody else up. I've got my guys queued up that I can pick from. Paredes would be great because he can cover first or third. So that's a good one to have. Or do I want to take another pitcher right here? Nah, I'll take Paredes. I don't have any Paredes yet. There goes Zach Eflin. I think Blanco's predicted numbers seem pretty legit, but I think he's going to get more innings and a strikeout per inning, so you know, that's relatively close to what I think he'll do. Which, who cares what I think? I'm just a guy like you out here drafting the best teams I can draft using a cool philosophy called Army of Pitchers. Army of Pitchers. One more pitcher to grab. A couple more pitchers I'm looking at. Two more bats to grab. Hoskins, Paredes. Yeah. Alright, so Ramos went after Eflin. Carpenter, like him a lot. How far away is he on the auto drafts are going to take him list? Will he get back to me? Carpenter and Paredes, neither one of them might get... I might not get either one of them back. Huh. But I think I can still count on Houck to be there. I think I can count on Morel for sure, because his name doesn't come up for a long time. There's Rasmussen. Autodrafts won't even see him. Springs, let's see, he pitched 2 scoreless frames on Sunday. So, I'm just saying, I like Springs, fellas. How much will he pitch? Probably going to be on a pitch count. I'd say this 95 innings might be legit. So after that was Torres. But one more pitcher. One more. Who's up? Who's next? Who's it gonna be? Alright, so there went Paredes. I don't think he'll get back to me, so I'm going to go ahead and take Kerry Carpenter. And there we've got our last utility spot filled in. I have no bats left. I have a bench bat and a bench pitcher. And then we're done. I've got 2 bats to choose from in Hoskins. I love Morel. I'm probably taking Morel. And I don't have anybody queued up at pitcher yet, other than Houck. Rasmussen. So, well, Houck. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, how did Houck do the other day? He's throwing indoors because he got postponed. Okay, I didn't know they got postponed. But yeah, he's building up his innings. 178 of them last year. And a pretty darn good year, my friend. And not exactly a strikeout king, but pretty darn good year. Let's look at the standings here. Oh, fellas, I've hit all of my targets. Look at this. This is a wonderful team. All right, so, and that's because it's only 10 teams, okay? With only 10 teams, if you can't make your targets, you just don't draft anymore. Just stop drafting. Just stop it. So Houck will be my next one, and then Morel. I like the idea of getting Morel with the... Okay, so there went Ward, Arenado, and Martin, Texas reliever. And there went Lau, Tampa Bay first and second base. Gonna be playing in Yankee Stadium, basically. The Yankee Stadium is hitter friendly. And he's got the same dimensions. And Lourdes Gurriel. Rhys Hoskins, that's fine. I'm still looking at Morel. And just give me Houck so I can finish that. Okay, Houck could be mine. Thank you. And we're almost at 1,700 strikeouts, dominating there. We're over 100. We're at almost 100 saves, 3.21, 1.15. And over here, 850 is the goal. When I add Morel, I'll be above it. 300 is the goal for home runs. I'll be above it. I'm already above it. 900 is the goal for RBIs, and I will be above that. And there went Rasmussen and Burleson. And there went Pepio. And once I take Morel, these numbers are going to go yeehaw. And I don't care about these guys. You guys, do you have 2 bench bats? 3? Do you have 3 bench bats? 3 bench bats? 3 or 4 bench bats? 3 or 4 bench bats? At least 2. I mean, look at these numbers, and you know, bench bats, there's a diminishing return. You can only play them so many times. Morel on my bench, and there we go. We got to 883. We got to 953, and home runs at 348. Only 58 strikeouts, so that's suffering. You know, I've been making teams that had over 100 here recently, but I really wanted to go after dominate as much as I can at pitching. You know, I've got great numbers on wins, pretty dang good saves. Strikeouts are amazing. ERA and WHIP, wow. There's not many teams that are doing better than me there. Wins, I'm number 1. For now. Let's see what they do here. Okay, Murphy, Schmidt, Mullins, Chapman, Doug Peterson, and the final pick is from frickin' auto-drafted PD Steelheads. Alright, so I'm projected to finish in 6th because I don't have runs, home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, or batting average. But when you look at how the season actually works, this 883 compared to these 1100s and stuff, they don't matter. This is different. You know, crackheads. All these bench bats. 1, 2, 3, 4 bench bats. How often are they going to be able to play? How often? Seriously, it's not much. You want more pitching so you can get those in unless you're really good at streaming. So let's take a look at just my team. Cal Raleigh, Matt Olson, Ketel Marte, Mark Vientos, Ezekiel Tovar, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber. Teoscar Hernandez, Tyler O'Neill, Kerry Carpenter, Christopher Morel. You know I love Morel as a sleeper. Pitching, we've got Valdez, Bibby, Clase, Hoffman, Gray, Steele, Reynaldo Lopez, Presley, Gill, Sanchez, Blanco, Houck, and that's doing pretty good. That's a lot of starting pitchers. 4 of them on my bench, so 9 total starting pitchers. 9 of them. That's an army, fellas. And their numbers, let's look at it again. Wins, I own. Saves, I'm 3rd, somewhere around 3rd or 4th. Strikeouts, I am the top. ERA, right here near the top, except for these Braves who went with all closers, it looks like. And WHIP, 1.15 brings me down here tied for, 6th? Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Runs, I'm at the bottom because I only have 1 bench bat. I can promise you every team here has at least 2. They all have at least 2. I'm going to even just look at team name 2. 2 bench bats, okay? So, when you look at numbers like that, and I'm still the top in home runs. The fewest bench bats, I have 1. 1 bench bat, and I'm the top of home runs. I'm going to dominate that. RBIs, 953, way more than I needed, but not as good as all these teams with the 4 bench bats. Stolen bases, I am just going to win that one once or twice throughout the year. I hate that. I'm punting that category. And as you know, with average, I don't consider it punting because you're still going to win a few times. 7 or 8 wins for the season, even having this 255. It's just so volatile. We look at 2024 stats, and that puts me as the number 2 guy. Even amid all of these multiple bench bats, fellas. Great numbers in pitching last year, so this would have been a pretty dominant team. All right, fellas, that's what we've put together for our Winners League. There's only 10 teams. I should have been able to get these great numbers for home runs and RBIs because there's only 10 teams. Pitching was put together pretty nicely. We'll see how the closers work out. I'll keep an eye out on the waiver wire. Excellent ratios, great strikeouts. So, once again, I'm very happy with this draft on my Winners League. For only 10 teams in the league, it should have ended up like this. I'm happy. And guys, I appreciate you tuning in. This is my final draft for the year. I'll have more videos coming out where we'll talk about some more draft stuff, but thank you for tuning in.